Hello, coffee connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Snob Coffee Reviews. I'm your host, the Coffee Snob, and today I run on coffee and chaos, and we're gonna get crazy because it's peanut butter jelly time. Like I said, we're gonna be reviewing peanut butter and jelly coffee from Bones Coffee Company today. As per the usual, here on this channel, we're going to do three things. We're going to give it the sniff test. We're going to taste it with no sweeteners in it. And finally, we're going to taste it with sugar in it where I feel like the actual flavor is going to come out. Now, when I think of coffee, I really do not think about peanut butter and jelly, right? But Bones Coffee Company offers a ton of different fun flavors like cotton candy and even caramel apple. And eventually we'll probably try them all because why can't coffee be fun? But unfortunately, I think the peanut butter and jelly flavor was a limited time edition flavor. Luckily, I was able to get a bag in time. But if you're seeing this video and you want to try it, you're going to have to petition the company to bring it back. Unfortunately, sorry, don't hate me for that one. So what do you guys say we go ahead, rip this bag open and give it a little sniff?
It even says, smell me.
Squeeze and sniff.
It didn't work.
Probably because I sniffed the wrong side. It actually worked that time. It actually smells pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this bag ripped open. Wow. It smells like grape. It smells like a grape bubble gum, like right off the rip. It just smells weird. Like this is blowing my mind. It's weird that I thought the peanut butter would be like the strongest scent. You know, like when I smelled these coffee beans, I thought I was going to get like the overwhelming scent of peanut butter. Like I just opened a jar of peanut butter and smelled it, right? But I'm getting grape, and I am getting the scent of grape bubblegum specifically. So I'm really curious to see what this is going to be like once we get it brewed and tasted. I have a feeling that the grape flavor is going to overpower everything pretty much. All right, guys, so let's go brew it. Finally, I just heard the coffee maker beep. Coffee's done. So the coffee is finally done, and I really want to taste it. But before we do the first taste test with no sweeteners, no sugars, I would like to smell it. I want to see if it's going to hold the same scent from bean form in the bag to liquid form of coffee. So, cheers, guys. So it still does smell like grape. It does smell like a grape bubblegum still, specifically kind of like a grape Big League Chew, in my opinion, but it's not as potent. The smell is not as potent in liquid coffee form as it is in the coffee bean form. So now, let's go ahead and taste it. First test, no sugar, no sweetener, let's go. Probably gonna be hot, don't care. That's interesting. There's not like a whole lot of an initial taste. But you have the aftertaste, and it tastes pretty grapey, I guess. So Bones' peanut butter and jelly coffee is technically a medium roast, but it kind of goes down like it's a light roast, okay? It's not got a very bold flavor to it, especially when it comes to coffee. It's not a very strong in-your-face coffee. In fact, I personally would go as far as to say that there's not a whole lot of flavor in this coffee unsweetened as is. The grape flavor that I'm getting is more of an aftertaste than it is an initial flavor. When I take that first initial sip, I'm not like, wow, that's grape. It doesn't taste like drinking like a grape Gatorade or something like that. It almost just tastes like hot water. And then as I swallow, I get that grape aftertaste like on my breath, if that makes sense. It's good though. So because I'm not getting a whole lot of a flavor or a whole lot of boldness out of this coffee, this is something that I personally would drink early in the morning, for sure. There's not a whole lot of acidity to it. There's not a whole lot. This is a good, unsweetened cup of coffee to start your day out with, to wake up with. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like sweetened, and I can't wait to get to that part, and I can't wait to get that part of the video. We'll get there. We'll get there. Be patient. I'm not patient. You should be patient. So now it's time to taste test the coffee with sugar in it. I put 2 spoons of sugar into this coffee. I would like to go ahead and add that that is not how I normally take my coffee. I normally drink it black, no sugar. That's how I am. I enjoy my coffee to taste like coffee. I know, I'm crazy, right? But I know that there's a lot of people out there, specifically looking at you, that don't drink their coffee like that. Can't, won't, just don't do it. So we're going to try it with a little bit of sugar. Cheers, guys. I'm actually really curious to see what this one's going to taste like. I'm looking forward to this one with a little bit of sugar. That is where the flavor really comes out. You got to put a little bit of sugar in it to really bring the flavor of this coffee out. So I'm both a little disappointed and also not. Let me elaborate, right? Okay, so when you add sugar to this coffee, it no longer tastes like hot water with a grape aftertaste. My initial reaction upon taking that first sip of coffee was like almost like a piece of grape hard candy. I almost want to say kind of like a Jolly Rancher, but not quite as powerful as a grape Jolly Rancher. And while I thought that was really, really, really good, I'm a little bit disappointed in the lack of any kind of peanut butter taste or smell or aftertaste. I almost kind of feel like this coffee shouldn't necessarily be called like peanut butter and jelly, mainly just like a grape coffee, because that's kind of really all I'm getting out of it is just some grape. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, nor am I complaining. I'm just a little bit disappointed that I'm not getting any kind of like peanut butter out of it as well. So naturally, once you put the sugar in it, it tastes more sweet. And you're probably thinking like, wow, you don't say, Sherlock, right? Except for it's not the same kind of sweet that I'm referring to, or I mean, it's not like it's coffee flavored, but it's bringing out a little bit more of the actual flavor in it, and you get a sweeter version of coffee. It's almost like drinking candy. It's kind of like a grape Kool-Aid-ish flavor. So it's like, it's sweeter, but it's not a normal coffee sweet. This is almost kind of like drinking candy now. So you're probably wondering why I bring that up. And I'm going to tell you, this is why. When I first wake up in the morning, I'm not necessarily a big fan of anything. And it's mainly because I'm like, crap, I'm awake. But my stomach really isn't a big fan of much of anything in the morning, and with a couple of spoonfuls of sugar in the peanut butter and jelly coffee, it's almost too sweet for like a first thing in the morning coffee. I could drink it black with no sugar all day, every morning, every time that I wake up. Putting the sugar in it, however, it's just a little bit too much for me, for my personal taste, and for my stomach early in the morning. So I'm thinking that this is going to end up being, if you're drinking it sweet and you're like me, this is going to be like a late morning, early afternoon kind of coffee, kind of like a second pot of coffee kind of coffee. So all in all, I'm impressed and a little bit disappointed, right? I'm very impressed with this coffee, both sweetened and unsweetened. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. I actually enjoyed it both ways. I'm only just a little bit disappointed that I wasn't getting a whole lot of peanut butter scent or flavor out of it, but I'll live. All in all, this was a really fun coffee company. This is a really fun flavor. I'm really looking forward to doing more review videos from this specific company, mainly because they make coffee flavored with flavors that you would not associate with coffee. And I'm talking like the peanut butter and jelly, which is more or less just grape, cotton candy flavored coffee, caramel apple flavored coffee. So I'm really looking forward to doing videos of this company in the future of all of their different kinds of coffees. And I personally got to applaud them for thinking outside of the box a little bit and being brave and courageous enough to try manufacturing coffees with flavors that you would not associate with coffee. I am always happy to see when people are thinking outside of the box and trying new things. The end result was a really fun cup of coffee on a really fun bag from a fun company making a fun video. Hopefully it was fun for you to watch. So let's talk about Bones Coffee Company here for a little bit, right? Okay, so the first thing that I want to point out is that they are a part of the Rainforest Alliance, and that means that they buy coffee from Rainforest Alliance certified farms. What that means is that they buy coffee from suppliers that care for the environment, that care for the rainforest. That is important to me personally, right? We only have one planet, we better take care of it. We don't, but we should. So you can see right here on the bag where it says that it is Rainforest Alliance certified. You can also see it in the text here. Something else that I want to point out though is that this product is certified kosher by OK Kosher. So if you're somebody that eats a kosher diet, you can support this company. You can have this coffee in good faith. Bones Coffee Company was recommended to me by a friend and former coworker of mine, so shout out to Jessie. She didn't send me this specific flavor of coffee, but this video was made possible because of her. And a thank you to Bones Coffee Company for sending me this really cool sticker. I have started a collection of coffee company stickers, and I kind of just stick them on my garbage can in my bedroom. So shout out, thank you very much for the sticker. I did not order this one, so I was really happy when I saw it in the box. So good stuff. Thanks, guys. And all in all, this was just a good time. So to the people at Bones Coffee Company, cheers, guys. But guys, I think that's going to wrap this video up. If there are coffees that you want me to try, let me know what they are down in the comments section. If you want to check out Bones Coffee Company, I will have a link to their page, either pinned in a comment or in the description of this video. Hopefully I will see all of you awesome people on the next coffee review video that I make. Thank you all very much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys. And until I see you guys on the next video, life's short, drink coffee. When I take that first initiative... It's peanut butter jelly time. Squeeze and sniff. It didn't work. This is so weird, dude. Coffee, the other vitamin C. So like I said, today we're gonna be... But just look at these beautiful grape-scented beans. I can't wait to taste them. Like I said, we're gonna... So what do you guys say we go ahead, rip this bag open, and give it a little sniff? What do coffee beans do for their birthday? They get roasted. Why did the kangaroo stop drinking coffee? It made him a little too jumpy. More espresso, less depresso. Ayo! You're not a real coffee snob unless you can blow steam out of your nose after taking a big swig of molten coffee beans.